let me come out of this. Y'all, y'all, I couldn't have made this up, Buttercup. We gonna talk, and this ain't take long. I had gastric bypass surgery in 2007. 2009, my ex-husband decides to get with a downgrade version of me. I am almost positive that her name was Nija back in the day, but hey, maybe it's that same not over there thing right now. But look here, same chunky motherfucker with the bow head and teeth, but she done lost some weight, and that's because I did. My ex-husband was a chubby chaser, and she was the downgrade that he went to. She was living with, like, I think her grandparents or something like that, and didn't have nothing going for herself. Somebody my ex-husband would have kept on the side for a long time and played that whole slow. Her simpleton out of Hinesville, Georgia. He was from Atlanta. He done made that have to believe anything. Like I was okay with him cheating with her. That's who he sent the message to. See, she's supposed to be babysitting our children, and he was freaking her. And she thought I was concerned if she didn't find out who I actually been out here fucking with. The men that I give actual positive time to go on to be famous entertainers and shit. My ex-husband couldn't get his ass out the goddamn gate. Nothing to do with me. Everything to do with his villain. Okay? So chill out. You don't have to stop. You are not an extra wife in this little thing. You, Regina, him, Gia, we ain't all married. I'm the only wife. It's just me. You know, just a bunch of funky wannabes. And now you're losing everything. You can't have my intellectual property. You cannot buy my old channel and pretend to be me. And bitch, you could never be me. See? If you were to look on my Instagram, that old one, there's a picture, a photo of me, my ex-husband, and that funky ass bitch Regina. See, both of us in blue and white stripes. Where I said it's two wives. Now you thought you was three. Girl, please, it was a joke. Just to let the folks know, I don't give a shit about that fat funky hoe. Either. Look, you can put her out. You about to get left to the curb. That man been begging for me to come back. He done lied to the children and told them that he still love me, honey. You got to know the power in these rolling hills. I'm amazed. That's 20 years of trying to live somebody else's life out here. Oh, you're gonna be sick when you get to prison. Oh, you're gonna be sick. And I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. I'm gonna be on your television every day. And they gonna make you watch as a crime. Because you use the spirit to do it in the tarot cards. God gonna insure it. You get it? That's why all this is happening. That's why all this is happening. If you else couldn't leave it alone, you was in your feelings because you thought that if I left my husband, you could have him. And he don't want none of y'all. He told y'all that. Well, he told me that. He told me he wasn't never getting married again. He had done it once. I get his benefits. What is there for you to get? Nothing. What's the benefit to him in being with me when I don't love him anymore? Nothing. But what's the benefit to him in being with you while being married to me? You can't ever get shit. You've been feeding this ninja for the last 20 years. You were his main source of narcissist food. You just didn't realize all that pillow talking you did about me. You didn't realize he was ignoring you. He was using you to fuel his desires for me. Every time he had sex with you, he thought about me. Every time you cooked, he compared you to me. Every time he thinks about when he went to war, he thinks about me. That it was me that he came home to. That it was me that had the home feeling warm and lovely, inviting, and all those things. And every man who's ever heard one of those stories come out of his mouth, my mouth, our children's mouth, the mouths of the people who are around us, find me interesting, fascinating. Now that I'm 50, flexible, and free, and I'm running for the United States presidency, you really think you compete with me? You still think that you could be my competition because I'm missing some teeth? That's, that's you should see me right now. I'm being nice because I'm covered up, but in reality, I have on a skirt, a dress, got a cut off sleeves right here, and it only comes down to like 3/4 of my thigh, and my legs are not at this time. Calf muscles are getting for the summer. You really want to leave me alone? You really want to make sure you get off of that thing, get me my money, and find you something to do with your life. You want to tell every other tarot reader out there to do the same thing? Because they're coming for you. The worst thing that you could have ever done outside of copying me is to then turn around and give spiritual counsel to people. That's a crime because you didn't know what you were doing and you lied. You practiced spiritual counsel without anointing. And here I am to prove that one can be anointed. Look at the content you stole. See? It was untrue coming from you. From me, it's hella true. Gotta understand how the game works. Then return to senders and all that whatnot. It's nice that you all got into some understanding of metaphysics. Too bad you don't know science or basic math. And then there's the actual mathematics still talking to you. Mommy Watatero, Naya be knowing why. Because that ignorant man would have taught you the mathematics, the science, the jewels. You know how I know? Because he gave me the book. You see, I am an actual earth, not a representation. That's why it's hitting different today, bitch. Maybe they'll give you a new assignment in Scientology or the nation. But you go to prison. See a way around it. Unless you do that thing you wanted me to do. All things are possible through Christ who strengthens me.